Some time ago on my face page, I said I'd upload a video of some of my work. So the clock's there to remind me that I'm running late. So we better get on with it. Right. Those that don't know, I paint in acrylic inks, and I'm inspired by Lincolnshire. Really, it's wildlife. But obviously some of you have seen pictures of giraffes and zebras and that kind of thing. So obviously I don't just paint that sort of thing. I have even been known to paint the odd fairy. But that's another story. We'll not go into that. Right, most of my work is usually framed by myself, put into these oak frames that a lot of people don't realise are solid oak. Just so you know. There you go, solid oak. They're put into frames for me by For Your Walls at Louth. A chap locally to me actually hand makes the frames for me. Does a good job as well, as you can see. And they are solid oak. So when I'm quoting prices to people, you just got to bear in mind that I've had a lot of work involved in actually producing the oak frames to start with, which are actually made from floorboarding that's obviously redestined for my pictures. So I'll just go through some of the pictures that I've done. Now, for the life of me, I can't remember the name of this picture. It's obviously three foxes. Foxes come into my pictures quite often, which is good, I suppose, if you like that kind of thing. I'm a bit weird and wacky, again, as you can see. Prices, people are always asking me if it's for sale. Yes, all my work's for sale. Never ever put up that it's for sale. So when it comes online, if you like it, ask me, I'll give you a price. They start from sort of like prints that you can buy off of my website, if you look online, from about, 40 quid. Can't remember, I ain't been on for a while, so I ain't got a clue. And pictures such as this one range up to sort of £700. Sounds a lot, but actually it's not. It's the original. It's framed quite well. It's framed very good. And that's the sort of price I need to get for them. And actually, I'm probably undercharging, but there you go. Right. While we're on the subject, fitted that myself. Not bad, am I? Log burner. Blazing away. Nice. Okay. Right. We'll go on to this one. This is called Finders Keepers. Absolutely love it. It's not actually showing all the true colours, to be quite honest, on here. I'll try and get closer, but it's not really showing you the true colours. That's quite a vivid purple there, but it's not showing it. But anyway, I tend to put animals together in weird situations. I just like doing it. It's just how I am, a bit wacky. I know I'm saying a lot, but that's life, innit? It's got the frog on this one, the fish, the kingfisher. Obviously, or not so obviously, Tulot on this one. Finders Keepers refers to the kingfisher. He found the fish, he got it first, even though the heron caught it. I am stained glass inspired. By that, I mean I love traditional stained glass, and I used to work in that field, although be it in the double glazing trade, I guess, but I have designed a lot of windows that are on doors that you'll find all over England. And again, another story. So things like this one could range up to £800 plus. It's a good image. I love it. Let's move on to this one now. This one's called The Guardian. I live in a very rural area, pheasants all around, so I do that. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little stoat there. You see it? Just there. Yep, nice. One of my little fat birds people like. Don't know why, but there you go. So that kind of picture again. I won't keep quoting prices, but you know, if you think maximum 700, but they do go below that, as will that one. We'll move on to what I really call a triptych. The three paintings here that you can see, the one on the left there, that's called The Aviator. Oh look, there's a duck above it. That's called The Aviator. I love it. I don't know why, I just love it. The one that side, the hair there, that one's called The Time Traveller, and then the bird's called, I think Take Me Home, I think they're called, can't remember. Do that many. So there is a triptych, which means that I really want to display them together, hanging on the wall at some exhibition. and hope to do that very soon. So that's those three. They're quite big pictures. If I put my hand against it, there you go, you can see how big they are. So quite big pictures and look good in anybody's room really. Right, I'll walk you through the rest of my my little bungalow. For those that don't know, I live in Lincolnshire, in Halton Moor. I've lived here for 4 years now. Still do, love it. Painting a lot of pictures here. Right, I do love painting pictures of birds. And this one's based on the falcons up at Lincoln Cathedral, and it's called the Cathedral Peregrine. Again, it's not really showing those colours very well, but as you can appreciate, they never do. Right, we'll move on to this one. I know a lot of people don't like peacocks. I absolutely love them. I love doing them. I do lots of different coloured ones. This one remains unsold. It's still with me, but that's fine. I'm happy to keep it here for now. It will sell eventually. And this is called Dancing All Alone. Maybe that's the title that's blown that one. I don't know. Right, take you through what I term as my antechamber. Oh, that ain't the antechamber, that's the kids' bedroom, who stay with me every weekend virtually. Right, we'll move on to some of my hair pictures again, the brown ones. This one I, again, love. What's it called? Do you know, I can't remember what it's called. Let's have a look at the back. I always write it. Ah, yeah. Right, it's called Enchanted, and I love it. I put loads of silver birches into pictures. Silver birch, one of my favourite trees. I'm a gardener as well, like gardening. Owls, there's a barn owl there, so you don't really get when you see these posted online, you don't really get to see all the detail. There's some detail in there. The black lines, they represent the lead on a stained glass piece of glass, obviously. Or not so obviously. Hairs again. Try and do a little series of threes. I've done quite a lot of pictures like this with three of the same animal, as with the fox I showed you earlier. This one's called Dandelion. Obviously, why? It's a dandelion, isn't it? Or is it? I don't know. I think it is anyway. And there's one of the little things that blows off. Dandelion clock. Was originally going to be called Dandelion clock, but I thought dandelion was better. The hairs, slightly different colours, as you can see. Now, one thing I don't know if you've ever noticed when you've been looking at my pictures, all my eyes are really set to look like human eyes. Always been like that. Love painting eyes. So that's a bit of a quirky thing of mine, putting eyes in like that. Okay. This one here, again, let's sit and talk it over. Three of my favourite subjects. The hare, the fox, and the little bird. In this case, not so fat, is it? Where's my finger? Coming in. There you go. Right, there's my finger. So it's a little tiny little thing, really. Very hard to paint when they're that small, because obviously inks flow and spread all over the place. Okay, back to the fox again. More unusual landscape picture this time. Did a little burp there. Anyway, more of a landscape picture. This is called Into the Valley. I come from Rothwell originally. Well, I come from Yorkshire, actually, originally. But I lived in Rothwell for a long time. And I love it down there. And there was lots of valleys. And there still remains lots of valleys, I guess. And these sort of pictures are inspired from my youth, so to speak. Here's my table. I paint all my pictures on. There's the acrylic inks. There's the tablecloth. Not so good, is it? But underneath, there's a beautiful table. It's an oak antique vintage table. I love it. Okay, onto this one. A deer. Now, you can't see it on here, but I'll try and get close. Yeah, you can't really tell, but that's like a bronze. You can get bronze inks, and I paint a lot in bronze inks. Goldfinch, again. A lot of my paintings, you know, they do have hidden meanings. I don't like to tell most people anyway, but they do have hidden meanings, and we'll leave it with that one. I'll just tell you that ivy in most of my pictures means friendship, so getting a bit worn out walking around my little bungalow. Right, not many people like this, but that's Medusa's head. Nothing to do with my paintings, but I flipping love it. Look at that, it's made by no, not Welshman. Yes, it is. No, Cornishman. And it's reconstituted stone. Cornish stone, lead snakes wrapping around. Some people hate it, some people love it. I love it. There you go. Another little thing while we're on the subject, the Amorous Dragons. Aren't they great? Love them. Right, this is the last one I'm going to show you. I'm looking at the behind of it now. I forgot what it's called. There you go. Right, this is called When I'm With You. There's poppies there. Quite apt at the moment. But I did this when actually the poppies came up to Lincoln Cathedral, or Lincoln Castle, shall we say. And that was kind of inspired by that. The two little birds there, little lovebirds looking adoringly at each other. This picture's still with me as well. All the pictures I've been showing are still with me. Now, if anybody's interested, I'm doing a little exhibition. I'll post this tonight. I'm doing a little exhibition at Louth, December. As I said earlier, I actually got surprised by the phone call. They didn't tell me they were doing it, but I was doing it basically. But anyway, I've agreed to do it. Because that's how I am, I'm nice like that. So if there's any pictures you like, then, you know, contact me. Like I say, they start quite cheap and they go up to £700-800 for an original. There's one of my favourites of all time, called The Sitter. This is my own little print of it. I don't own the original anymore. But The Sitter sells quite well. Nice picture. Thanks for looking at the video. I know I've gone on a bit. Probably not gone into detail enough, but if you've got any questions, fire away. I hope you enjoy the video. Is it called a video nowadays? I don't know. What do you call it when you've done it on the phone? I don't know. No such thing as a video now, but we all still call them videos. So I'll just leave you with what I think is a cracking picture. And that is the Aviator. Thanks for looking. See you soon.